Hello, 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 Geminis. Welcome, welcome. How is everybody doing? Happy New Year. Hope you guys had a really good Happy New Year, a safe one, and everybody was good. So my name is Patti for those that are brand new, and I am doing intuitive tarot. I am also an intuitive coach. Coach is sort of like, coaches, no matter what kind of a coach you go to, whether it's spiritual or not, we're not counselors, but we are guidance kind of coaching. For me, being intuitive, I do mine through divine. So mine spiritual coaching through your challenges, through hardships, how to help you get through those. And those are actually divine directed. So if you want a coaching session, whether it be Get Balanced 2020, Mind, Spirit, Body, and that's about mindset, how to set mindsets and things like that, just go to Get Balanced 2020 or either one. They're linked now. So that's the other news that I was going to give you, that Divine Warrior Intuitive and Get Balanced 2020 websites are conjoined, but they do a little bit different. So Divine Warrior is all about spiritual and intuition, and the rest, the Get Balanced, is about balancing your mindset, your purpose in life, with your body and your transformation of your mindset to a healthier lifestyle. And I have a degree in nutrition and fitness, so I help you with there as well. So this is your reading for the 4th through the 10th. And again, if you'd like any more information about any readings or one-on-ones with coaching or readings, just go to Get Balanced 2020. And I do a lot of lives, so if you haven't subscribed and you want to subscribe and know when I'm on, you just subscribe, hit the bell, and you'll be notified. All right? I don't know why I do that. It's just like hit the bell. It's not. I guess because, I'm old school. Maybe that's where that comes from, because I do that all the time. When we used to have the electric typewriters, the old school, that's how far I go back. The electric typewriters, the ones before that, you used to have to shift the thing to hit the bell. Hit the bell, and that would bring you to the next line. Type, 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 type. That's how old I am. So I think that's where I get the hit the bell rather than hit the bell. Anyway, who cares, right? All right. So let's get started. 4th through the 11th, or the 10th, excuse me. So I'm going to put, for those who are brand new, I'm going to pick one card for the current energy, and then I'm going to pick another card for the future energies, and see where those are headed. All right. I do these readings weekly because your energies change. Whoa. There's 3 cards there. 5 cards. I don't want 5 cards. Our energies change every week, and it all just depends on which way you make your decisions and your choices, where that energy goes, and which way it goes. Vibrational energies can be very high and moving in a great direction, or they could be low and moving in the past or the back direction, wrong direction. That's why the thumbnail for 2021 that I have this week is moving forward into hopefully a straight line, but we know that that's never true. So I picked the card that, I picked the card that fell on the floor that was straight up, and the other ones were all face down. So I believe that was the energy they wanted me to pick. So, and I say they, for those that are new, I go to the divine for my source, and then whoever he allows to come through, that's where I get my downloads and everything from. So our current energies is movement, number 36, which is 9, which is intensity. So we are moving through the birth canal if you guys watch me at all, I talk about the birth canal a lot because we were with the pandemic and everything, and before the 21st with the conjunction, we're at that birth canal in Capricorn, and we're being ready to go through start being pushed through that birth canal. So after the 21st, now we're into sort of a contraction, expansion, as we slide through that. Just imagine a snake when he moves something through himself that he's eaten. That's sort of what's going on. I know it's nasty, but that's how it works. So that's where we're at. We're not out of the birth canal. We're not going to be out of the birth canal for quite a while yet, but we are now moving forward into the repercussions of the pandemic. All right. So this is a new oracle for me. So the energies for the future energies, we have restriction, which we do have to have. Thank you. So they're saying we have to have restrictions in order to balance life, but also to move forward in a positive manner. But this artist, it has the restrictions is number 35, which is 8 in numerology. And number 8 is about ambition. It's about progression and movement. However, whatever there's a restriction for our future energies, we need to pay attention to that. So I'd like to read what the artist said, since this is a new deck. I love it. My daughter gave it to me for Christmas. And she knows I love this artist. So that's why she did that. So on this one here, on restriction, so this marker begins to notice of restriction in all things. So everything has a restriction. That's what laws are made. It's even like, if you like football, I love football, but there's, guidelines along the side of the field, and those are restrictions. You got to stay within those guidelines. Same with earth, same with spirit, same with anything that we do, there's restrictions. So you are in a prison of your own making, or you're at the mercy of that which is temporarily out of reach. You aren't able to move forward constructively at this time. Be patient, pay attention to the next right action, and sooner than you know, the prison doors will swing open and you will yet again proceed to the greater goal. For now, the opportunity is to rest. Take stock of where you are and from where you've come. Ask, how did I get here? What am I doing? What am I seeing? And what is needing repair? So once answers come, so does relief from the bondage of circumstances and mind. So it's very interesting that she uses this analogy for these future energies, because this is something I just spoke with Libras. Now, the Libras, it had to do with bondage. So it is a type of bondage that we have and that we place on ourselves. And a lot of it has to do with choices that we have made. So it's interesting that we have a contradictory, which I sort of expected, but we have movement, and then we say restrictions, to take heed, to hold, to be patient. So in movement, like what we're going through the birth canal, it's a slow process. It is something that just takes a minute in time. It's sort of like breathing. You breathe, and then you sort of sometimes wait a minute, and then you breathe out. It's that kind of thing. There's a restriction. So this is something for you. Again, like I tell all the signs, this is going to be typical for you at this time to have self-reflection. This is a time to, as a lot of people say, be still and really pay attention to what's going on around you, what's going on within your body. Get to know your body, where your mindset is, and how your mindset is moving forward, just like the thumbnail, straight forward. Or are you still moving in the past? Are you still living back there? And you haven't put the flowers on the grave and said, see ya, hasta la vista, and keep going. Some people put their tents up, then before you know it, there's a homeless community sitting on there, and then you've got all this garbage and toxicity and everything living there, and you're trying to move forward, but how can you, because you got all that crap coming with you. So again, these are energies for the week. Very intense energies. Number 9 is about intensity, extremely intense energies that are there. And this is going to be internal. There's a lot of internal, even with the planets. Even with the planet. Oh my gosh, I can't make this stuff up. Even with the planets and the conjunction and the full moon and everything, because we're moving away from that full moon to the new moon now. But the thing is, it is very conflicting. It is the fight between inner self and external things going on. And like I said, I just can't make this up, because your first card out is the High Priestess, and then you have the Five of Wands, conflict, fighting. I can't make this up, guys. The divine just poop, shares and does it. Now, the High Priestess, remember that if I haven't told you guys yet, the card for the year is the Hierophant. So very spiritual, too many cards. Is the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is about finding your spirituality, getting closer to your intuition, getting closer to those things, which will bring restriction to a lot of people, especially if you're open to it. It will push some people away, and it will bring others closer to you that have like-mind thinking. So sometimes we need to do that because we need to grow. But this is an inner struggle with you. This is definitely this is very much an inner struggle with you, with someone. There's also somebody that might be coming to you. Okay, thank you. So they're having me focus at the Hierophant. I've got to stop and do this because they always do this to me. So I had to. They stopped me and focused on the cross on her heart. Okay, so the thing is where spirit lies, it lies in your heart. However, somebody's really turned off to spirituality because they've been bombarded by a faith that just, is pushing, and they're like, you know what, I don't want to deal with it. I won't go into my faith or my belief system, but if you ask me, if you're watching this before the New Year's and you ask me on New Year's on the fun time, I'll be glad to share it with you. However, somebody's been shoved it down their throat and they just don't want to deal with it anymore. But part of them wants it, but all they've heard is the religion portion, and religion is not the way to go. That's not the way to push somebody and push your belief and push in faith and, this kind of thing. The cross is there for a reason, because yes, it does symbolize Christianity, but it also, she's got the Torah. If you know anything about different faiths, which I do because I lived in Japan, there's there's Buddhism, there's Shintoism, you go to India, there's Hindi, there's all the different faiths. However, they're asking me to look at this because somebody's had unfortunately Christianity shoved down their throat, and now they're totally turned away from it. And that is the wrong way to do it. That's not the way to do it. But deep inside, there's a seed, there's a little ember of a fire that wants to learn more, know more. Then you need to reach out to somebody that is open-minded enough to, if they even believe in Christianity, open-minded enough to help you in that. And that's why I do the spiritual growth videos, because so many people are conflicted. But being the year 2021, the Hierophant and the movement and everything that is changing, we're going through a cultural revolution, and I won't go into that, but we're going into a cultural revolution that is making history for 50, 100, 200, 500 years to come. They're going to look back at this time. We just don't know it because we're living it. We're just trying to survive it. Astronomers and astrologers even know all this. It's just the way it is. And history and factual evidence can prove what they're studying. So, So somebody who's in that really, it's almost like the yin and the yang kind of a thing going on. They're beautiful. So the thing is here, this internal fight that you're having, it's also, I call it a spiritual war, is because there is this little seed that wants to learn, but fear holds it back. If you're angry or bitter about how somebody shoved something down your throat, no matter if it's faith or matter if it's, we sometimes, like for me, they shoved ballet down me for years and years and years and years, until I was like, I think 9. I'm not ballet. I did ballet. Did I like it? No. Did I hate it? Yes. Was it me? No. Patty's horses. Patty's wanted a horse. I don't want to do ballet. I don't want to do tap. I don't want to do piano. I don't want to do any of that. That was my mother's dream. So sometimes we get shoved things down our throat that are not us. And we have to be mindful, if we have children, to be mindful not to be shoving those things that we dream about down their throat so that they can't flourish in their purpose and their gifts and their abilities. I almost did that with my daughter, shoved horses down her throat, and realized when she was going through counseling once that that was my thing. I was repeating the pattern, and I had to stop the pattern. So this is something, I don't know why I'm sharing that. That's for somebody. Stop the pattern, stop the craziness, stop the pushing of whatever. Maybe somebody's pushing stuff on you. Maybe, you are not noticeably pushing things off to somebody else. Your opinions are your opinions for your journey, your life. Your opinions are not for somebody else's life. And you're like, but Patti, look at what you're doing. I'm just giving tools and tips. I'm giving wisdom of a person of my age for younger generations to come, not to make mistakes or make better choices and decisions. But whatever you decide to do, it's your journey. Son. So through all of this, there is light at the end of the tunnel. There is movement. Remember, we are moving. We are moving forward. There is light at the end of the tunnel. And what this is going to bring you is going to bring you to a place where you are going to be yourself. You're going to be happy. You're going to be you. Not only that, you're going to be able to expose yourself and say, this is me. It's like if you were standing there naked and saying, this is me. And this is, if you don't like it, too bad, too sad, but this is me. And you're happy with it. You're joyful. You're like at peace, and there's 1,000,000 pounds lifted off your shoulders. Yeah, thank you. So they mentioned too, with this whole scenario of somebody pushing whatever down your throat, it's restricting you from growing. So again, you're going to have to remove that fear and go to somebody who is experienced, knowledgeable, and that can help coach you, listen to what you need, give you just the tools and tips, and then let you make the decision. Because this journey isn't about somebody else's walk or their beliefs and their faith. It's about your walk, your belief, your faith, your movement through this journey. All right. All right. Let's see what else the divine has for you. Ooh, Geminis. Yeah. Wow, this is awesome. This is awesome. So we do remember we had you're going to be testimony, you're a witness to somebody, or somebody's witnessing to you, and I don't mean in faith, it's like what you've gone through, your experience, you've had it firsthand knowledge, so you're willing to share it. Because look at here, this is a pattern. So if you look at this, we started out with fighting with ourselves. We started and we learned and we grow from that. So this week it's going to be a learning and growing experience, and you're finally going to be free of something and open with something. You're going to be ready to be, exposed and say, wow, I made it through. I did it. This spiritual warfare, this journey. But then here's the thing, is that through all your wounds and through all your pain and turmoil and your struggles and your challenges, you had perseverance, you had resilience, you made it through. And you're there to share it with somebody. You know why? Because the next thing is a new beginning. You're going to be sharing your story with somebody. Now, whether you're writing it, whether you're telling it, whether somebody's asking you about it, definitely there's a new energy about it. And then we have justice. I don't know why justice is in here. Boy, I have no idea why justice is here. So let's see what's going on with justice here. Let's clarify justice. Oh, okay. So we're clarifying justice. We have the Knight of Swords, so some truth, some matter of truth, and Nine of Pentacles, which is about finances, luxuries, knowing how to, not saying maybe there's a message of money coming in, but this also has to do with how you're handling your finances, something to do with maybe coming to another level with your finances, and also too how you handle your finances, how you think about your finances as well. Because if you think more spiritually, you're more of a giving heart. If you think earthly, you just more receiving. I want. So I'm not sure who that's for, uh, but maybe really think about your financial situation more on a spiritual level. You can have all the luxury and the money you want, uh, but what you do with it is really key. Are you helping when you can? Are you helping somebody when you can? Are you helping, somebody who's helped you in the past? That kind of thing. All right, so let's see here on this restriction. Can I get the energies on this restriction for the movement forward, please? Can I get clarification for restriction, please, before we go? Yeah, finances, definitely. So if something's going on with your finances, there is an offering coming up, but really be mindful on how you spend your finances and how you think about your finances. There is something coming towards you. It might be in a relationship, like maybe you're talking about, if you're single, this may not relay to you, but if you're in a couple, you may be discussing your finances. There might have been a lot of hardship, but now maybe there's a little bit of a relief. There is an opportunity that might be coming your way, maybe lifting your finances up in a way. Not sure how that is, whether it's a loan or a grant or whatever. For somebody else, though, something is ending. Again, restrictions is the focus for this. So this is good. If there is a restriction that is allowing you to end the energies, then there is definitely something new coming because you've got new opportunities here. A lot of new, fresh opportunities. So something will end. Again, we're through that constriction expansion. So constriction, something's got to end so something can expand. Got to let something go so something can grow. I didn't expect that to rhyme. But anyway, so that's where that is. So that movement and that restriction. Also, too, the more the restrictions, what do you put that? Thank you, boundaries. They're putting boundaries on yourself on, maybe you're spending more of your income than what you actually can, above your means kind of a thing. So that might be something to be thinking about. The other thing is restriction in, if you have gone through a lot of trials and tribulations, challenge and purposes, really taking a look at that and really realizing that your challenges and everything are the same as others, just different. However, you're going to be sharing that. I don't know if somebody's becoming a writer. I don't know if somebody journals. I don't know if somebody's going to be helping somebody through speaking or whatever it is, but that is to come. The justice, the only thing on the justice is that's usually a legal kind of a thing. So maybe that's doing job or maybe signing a contract of something to make, like I said, a loan, something that's going to bring your income up. So I'm not sure who that's for. So Geminis, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. This is the third reading. I don't know why that's happening. Usually I can last longer than this. But I hope that something resonated with you. Just remember, if you're catching this before the 1st at, I can't remember, 11 o'clock. I'm going to be alive at 11. Just for fun, come and join. Bring a friend, share, like, subscribe, hit the bell. Hit the bell. I did it again, to get notified when I am on live. And I would love to hear your comments, feedback. Again, I'm growing and brand new. I say brand new because it's less than a year, 6 months. Can't believe I've been doing this 6 months. So I would love to hear your feedback, what you would like to see, what you'd like to hear. Otherwise, in the meantime, I will see you on the 11th. So take care, Geminis. Got some homework to do this week. Yeah, it's great. You will get through this. Just know that everybody is the same, just different journeys.